cut wires, used leaking oil to loosen the belt, freed himself, and rescued June. Outside, they found a flare gun and a dead crew member. They took the shoes for June because the sand was sharp. They fired a flare but saw no response. Then Don spotted a red parachute in the distance. They packed their gear, took the chicken, and moved toward it. Soon, they found a woman named Angela lying on the ground. When she coughed, it startled Don. A massive storm approached, forcing them to leave. Don initially refused to carry Angela, but then changed his mind. As the wind grew stronger, they took shelter in a nearby cave. June realized she had lost her necklace. Don went back into the storm to find it. When he returned, June said someone had to go for help. She left, telling Don he would know when to use the last flare so she could find her way back. What Don didn't know was that June had already taken the last flare with her. Back with Morin's family the next morning, they gathered around the alien. When Morin reached out to touch it, the machine suddenly activated. It moved straight to their frozen spaceship, melted the ice with its heat, and entered the cockpit. That's when John noticed a clean cut on Will's sleeve and asked how it happened. Will hesitated and said it probably happened when he fell inside the ship. The alien activated a drying mode, and the water inside the cockpit slowly drained away. John focused on repairing the ship while the alien dried the area around him. Still cautious, John approached it carefully, unsure if it was safe. Despite his doubts, the family soon moved back into the spaceship. After days of work, they even built a robotic brace for Morin's leg. It worked so well that her injury was barely noticeable. While Penny was outside fixing a water pipe, she heard an explosion in the distance. When she told the others, the family, along with Will and the alien, went to investigate. They found only wreckage. They left piles of stones as markers in case other survivors came through. When Morin used a communicator to scan for signals, a strange noise came through. Will realized it was coming from the alien's crashed ship. Curious, the family set out to find it. Back at their ship, the water pump clogged again. As Penny worked on it, she noticed a massive storm approaching. Trouble seemed to follow her every time she stepped outside. She tried calling her parents, but couldn't reach them. Penny suggested using a vehicle to rescue them, but Judy said it was buried under thick ice and told her not to worry, insisting their parents could handle themselves. With the ship frozen, Penny came up with a desperate plan. She started the ship's engines to blast the ice away. In the garage, Judy mocked her, saying Penny couldn't drive because she didn't even have a license. When Penny pulled the cover off the vehicle, she saw the tires weren't attached. She quickly assembled it. Judy, frozen by fear from something in her past, curled up in a corner. With no other choice, Penny prepared to go alone. She climbed in, placed cookies beside her, buckled up, and drove off. Judy ran outside when she heard the noise, just in time to see the vehicle speed away. Penny raced across the snow, enjoying herself until she slammed the brakes at the edge of a cliff. She tried calling her parents, but got no answer. She took a bite of a cookie, switched the vehicle to snow mode, activated the map, and treated it like a game as she continued. Led by the alien, the parents reached the alien's crashed ship. Even it seemed surprised by the damage. Inside, they explored with flashlights and found a large ring-shaped structure in the center. Outside, Will played catch with the alien. Watching them, John looked uneasy. When the ball rolled away, the alien lifted heavy debris to help Will retrieve it. Suddenly, the alien's face glowed red and the ship powered on. A hologram appeared, showing a planet, then zooming out to reveal a galaxy that wasn't the Milky Way. They were in a different galaxy. By touching the debris, Will saw the alien's memories and learned its main ship had been attacked, stranding it here. Frightened, Will ran. The alien followed, looking sad and lowering its head. Will tested it, telling it to raise one hand, then the other. When he told it to walk toward a cliff, it obeyed without hesitation. Just before it stepped off, Will stopped it and called it back. The alien knelt, and Will accepted it again, realizing he could trust it.